July 19, 1870. The delicate web of peace that had held the European continent together is violently torn apart. France, under the increasingly fragile reign of Emperor Napoleon III, officially declares war on the Kingdom of Prussia. This fateful decision, far from being a sudden outburst of emotion, was the explosive result of years of meticulous diplomatic maneuvering, secret calculations, and the unyielding geopolitical ambition of the Prussian Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck. As French imperial troops begin their mobilization, few realize the terrifying momentum of the machine they have just set in motion. This declaration triggers a rapid, bloody conflict that will not only topple the French Second Empire in spectacular fashion, but will also act as the ultimate, indispensable catalyst for the final unification of Germany, changing the map of Europe forever.
To truly understand how this catastrophic war erupted, we must analyze the sheer strategic brilliance and deliberate provocation orchestrated behind the scenes by Otto von Bismarck. For years, Bismarck's singular goal was to unite the independent German states under the iron leadership of Prussia. However, he faced a massive roadblock. The independent southern German kingdoms, deeply suspicious of Prussian dominance, fiercely guarded their autonomy. Bismarck realized that only a shared external threat, an existential crisis, could force these fractured states to band together. France was the perfect target. This chapter explores how Bismarck masterfully utilized a dispute over the vacancy of the Spanish throne to orchestrate a diplomatic trap. By craftily editing a conversation between King Wilhelm I of Prussia and the French ambassador, a document known to history as the Ems Dispatch, Bismarck intentionally insulted both nations simultaneously. When the leaked telegram was published, it caused absolute outrage in Paris. It goaded France into aggressively declaring war, allowing Prussia to cleverly play the role of the innocent victim. This masterstroke instantly rallied the independent southern German states to Prussia's side, creating a massive unified German coalition overnight.
While France entered the war with grand illusions of military glory and memories of Napoleonic conquests, the harsh reality on the ground was starkly different. The war immediately revealed the overwhelming technological, logistical, and organizational superiority of the Prussian military machine. Under the brilliant leadership of Field Marshal Helmuth von Moltke, the Prussians utilized an advanced railway network to mobilize over 300,000 men with staggering speed and precision, completely outmaneuvering the disorganized French forces. We discussed the terrifying efficiency of the Prussian Krupp artillery, whose breech-loading steel cannons tore French formations to pieces from miles away. The conflict advanced with brutal velocity, culminating in the catastrophic encirclement of the French army at the Battle of Sedan. Trapped, outnumbered, and helpless under a rain of artillery fire, Emperor Napoleon III himself was forced to surrender on the battlefield. This catastrophic military disaster led to the immediate collapse of the French Second Empire, triggering a revolution in Paris and proving that romantic notions of courage were no match for industrialized warfare. The consequences of the war reached their stunning symbolic climax not on a traditional battlefield, but in the heart of French pride. On January 18, 1871, while the city of Paris was still under a brutal Prussian siege, King Wilhelm I was officially proclaimed German Emperor in the legendary Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles. This deliberate act of humiliation marked the definitive conclusion of the conflict and the official birth of the German Empire. We examine how this earth-shattering event created an unchallenged industrial and military superpower right in the heart of continental Europe. The annexation of Alsace-Lorraine by Germany left a deep, unhealing wound of resentment in the French psyche. This shift permanently shattered the traditional balance of power that had stabilized Europe since the Congress of Vienna in 1815. By forging a giant nation through blood and iron, the victory in 1870 planted the fundamental geopolitical seeds of tension, shifting alliances, and bitter rivalries that would eventually explode decades later in the trenches of the First World War. The Franco-Prussian War of 1870 remains one of the most critical turning points in modern history, a stark masterclass in how the cold intersection of calculating diplomacy and modern military force can reshape global politics in a matter of weeks. It proved that a nation's destiny could be rewritten by a single telegram and a disciplined army.
As we reflect on this monumental shift in power, how do you assess the long-term impact of rapid national unification on regional stability? Does the sudden rise of a singular global superpower inherently invite conflict with its anxious neighbors, or can a balance of power be maintained through careful statesmanship? Share your detailed thoughts, geopolitical theories, and historical insights in the comments section below. If you found this deep dive into European and military history valuable, please hit the like button, share this video with fellow history enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel to join us for more historical deep dives. Be sure to click the notification bell so you never miss a chapter of our collective past. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.